everybody, Dr. Lisa Thompson here, coming to you from my home office outside of Eden Prairie, Minnesota. Welcome to another edition of The Doctor is In Live on this gorgeous Saturday out here. I decided to do my Facebook Live outside my home here because the weather is just spectacular. And today we're going to kind of switch gears a little bit, where we're going to be talking about specifically a mindset strategy that I learned this morning from Darren Hardy that I know you're going to get a lot. So before you hop on, what I want you to do is click on the notification button you see in the upper hand corner of your screen. That way Facebook will let you know whenever I'm going live. That way you and I can interact in real time. Now, the reason I came up with this title, Want versus Need, is this morning I got up at my normal time around 5:30 in the morning, and I was scrolling through my Facebook news feed, and I accidentally hit on a ad on the right-hand side for Darren Hardy, and he was doing a productivity webinar, which was 7 o'clock my time in the morning here in Minnesota, and I thought, you know, this would be a good way to start the morning off right, learning some great tips and strategies from Darren Hardy. And if you don't know who Darren Hardy is, I highly recommend that you go check him out. He is the author of The Compound Effect. If you haven't read that book yet, go and read it. It is an absolutely phenomenal book, and it is a must to have in your library. It's available on Kindle as well, so you can read it, and it's also available on Audible too. But what Darren was talking about today, he shared a personal story about when he first got started in the self-help industry, the success industry, where he wanted to go and help as many people as he could. And so he was looking for people who needed help. But what he discovered is he wound up getting burnt out big time. Burnt out big time. Because the people that he thought needed help weren't receptive to him. So he made a switch where he went from finding people who needed help to working with people who wanted help. You see, there's a different energy between someone who needs help versus somebody who wants help. Let's talk about those who are needy, if you will, okay? Have you ever worked with someone who is really needy, clingy? If you've worked with them, sometimes you feel after working with them, you feel real burnt out. You feel real tired. You feel like your energy drains. And needy people do drain your energy, because what needy people tend to do is they don't take accountability for their actions. They're always pointing to an external source of blame. So they will put the blame on, the government, or they'll put the blame on their job, or they will blame it on circumstances. But they don't take the time to look, maybe that they were the cause of their success or failure. They don't take that accountability. And what happens is when you try to focus your time on people who need the help, a lot of times what you want for them is more than what they want, okay? You want it more for them than they do, and that is external. True change happens when people take ownership, okay? People do what they want to do when they perceive the need to do it. So that has to come from within. And so a lot of times when we focus on those who need the help, so we might be focusing on people, whether you're building a network marketing organization and you're building a team and they're just not doing or producing or doing any results, so you feel that you need to go and help them, okay? Or, you might be at work with coworkers who you think need help, all right, and they're not wanting, because they sit there and they complain and do other things, okay? Or you might have friends and family who you might think need help at doing something, okay? That always doesn't work. So when Darren made the switch to people who want help, see, when people want something, there's a different vibe and energy. And what happens is when you want something, hi Annie, glad to have you on the show today. What happens is you become, you're focused. And you're going to make a decision to devote time and resources to making the change. You want to do something. Versus in, oh my gosh, you're out hunting today, Annie. Cool. She says she's checking in from her deer stand. But when you want something, okay, when you want something, you make the decision, you're going to find the time, you're going to find the resources, and you're going to do everything you can to make it work. Now, as a speech therapist, I've had patients, and it's very fascinating. I've had patients who come from need where, yes, we do have to work with them, and versus those who want, and those who still need, all right, sometimes they don't reach the goals that they wanted for themselves, all right, because there's something holding them back, or they don't see the need for it. But those who are truly motivated, and motivation comes from within, they're going to do everything they can to get better. So what you need to start doing to start seeing results and to be more productive in your life is to focus on those who want the help versus those who need. Another way of putting it is from my very good friend Lisa Grossman, where she said, you go where it's deserved, not where it's needed. That's very, very powerful. You want to go where it's deserved, not where it's needed. And when you make the switch, you're going to find that you're going to have more energy, and you're going to be focusing on people. Those who want something, they add to your energy because they're looking to you for leadership. They're looking to you for guidance, and they're excited. They're bringing a level of energy that's going to help elevate you, to make you step up your game to do more, versus those who need, and they drain away. So keep in mind when you're working on your business or in your relationships, both at work or when you're with your personal life, with family, friends, just understand that. Go where it's deserved, not where it's needed. Focus on the people who want your help, not those who need your help. Now, some of you might be thinking, well, that's not the Christian way to do things. But you know what? There will come a point, if you do things correctly. Think about where we were. There are many times in our lives where we were from a place of need. Okay? How do we change? When we took that need, we made it a want, and we were going to do whatever it took to change. Okay? So there might be some people who you think need help, but they're not at that place yet where they're ready to say, I want help. Okay? But you will be there to help them when they make it a decision to want it. Did you get value from this live show today? Leave a comment and share, and then make sure you tune in tomorrow. I'm going to do another live episode. I'm going to give you another big takeaway that I learned from Darren, and this is very powerful. He shared a very powerful story of a 93-year-old gentleman who he was a multimillionaire who, oh, congrats, Annie. She said she just bagged an 11-pound buck, or her hunting party did. That's awesome. But tomorrow we're going to share something that Darren was inspired by this someone in the late 80s, early 90-year-old gentleman who was a multimillionaire. And he gave him a tip that totally changed Darren's life, and he does this every week. And it's about having a sacred, divine purpose to your life. And we're going to be talking about that tomorrow. So you don't want to miss tomorrow's live stream. So make sure you click on the notification button you see above this video, and that way Facebook will let you know when I'm going live, and that way you can catch this. I know you're absolutely going to love this story. I was deeply touched when Darren shared this today, and I can't wait to share with you what Darren shared with me and how you can create your own divine sacred purpose. So with that said, enjoy your Saturday, guys. Enjoy the weather. Happy hunting if you're out hunting, enjoying college football games and whatnot. And we'll talk to you tomorrow.